to another episode of Heart to Heart. It's Tharsh,
Joshua,
Sumitra.
And my name is Tanesh. I like to keep it long and nice. My name is Tanesh. Anyway,
that's what she said.
alright, so today's question is by Ash Brown.
Ooh,
Ash
Ash
Brown.
Brown.
Not the color of your hair.
Alright, so the question is, any advice on getting a girlfriend? Is it okay if my girlfriend is younger or older than me? That's the question. Short and sweet.
Ooh.
So, this is a guy, I think. Why do we keep assuming it's a guy? It could be a girl, but anyway.
A girl can be with a girl, guys.
Correct, it's 2018. Anyway,
2018,
yeah. The subject is any tips on getting a girlfriend. So, can they be older or younger? So
there's two parts to that question, right?
Correct,
correct.
So let's break it for all of us to discuss. One is how to get a girlfriend / boyfriend, correct, or everybody else. And then two, is it okay to date a older or a younger person? Who's not your age, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
So, let's do the
So
first question.
Joshua, first of all, what is your tips on getting a girlfriend?
I've always will tell everybody,
Right.
never go try to get a girlfriend. That's the most
Yeah.
stupidest thing to do. Don't go try. Girlfriend's not a Pokemon. You don't go.
I choose
go,
you.
That's the shit, right?
But I swear to God, that's what people out there think
Exactly.
it is.
But so again, it depends on your age. So
Correct.
If Ash Brown, if judging by your name, I'm sorry, you probably are 15 years old. It's fine. In this age, don't go look for a girlfriend. Go look for what kind of girl do I want to be in a relationship with moving forward. So there's a lot of girls out there. You realize that okay, certain personalities I like, certain I don't. This is your time to kind of figure that out. So don't go look for a girlfriend. Trust me, if it happens, it will come to you.
Okay. On that note, if you want to be in a relationship at one point, okay, but you obviously if you don't socialize with people, you can't be like someone who doesn't talk to girls at all, and then suddenly one day decide I want to have a girlfriend. So go out there. Hey, what about you? You know you can't do that. So what I would suggest is go try to just go out with people, like try to date. But if
That's Tinder.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to say Tinder has to be your solution, but why Tinder? I'll tell you why Tinder. Tinder is a place where you know that if two people match, they most probably want to go out or they want to date and etc.
But would you use Tinder to find a girlfriend though?
No, that's the thing. I wouldn't use Tinder
No,
to
it's
find
a bad thing.
No. For me at least, I wouldn't use Tinder to find a girlfriend, but I would use Tinder to go on dates to get myself in a position where I can talk to girls. I can test out how romantic I am, and I can see what is my I can train myself.
Yeah.
I would say that as much as it's not a clockwork thing, right? This is how it works. It's good to put yourself out there and get yourself exposed to people of the opposite gender if that's what you're interested in, so that when you are interested in someone, you are more equipped to go talk to them. What about you girls?
Going back to what Joshua said, I feel like you have to first have the right reasons why you really want a girlfriend, and it shouldn't be just because you feel lonely or it's because everybody else is getting into a relationship, so I have to have a girlfriend. So you have to have the right reasons, and you can't really rush into something just because I want a girlfriend. You want that girlfriend label. You are chasing that label and not really
Right.
because a relationship is a huge thing, and it affects your life, it affects the other person's life. So this is something that you really have to. You shouldn't take this lightly, and it shouldn't just be like a Pokemon game.
Then what about you? What would you advise someone if they want to find a girlfriend? You can answer this based on how would you want to get a boyfriend? If you want to get a boyfriend, how would you go about it? So we've already given them the advice of you don't get a girlfriend for the sake of getting a girlfriend. But now let's go past that. If you want to approach someone, you're interested in them, what would you do?
Be kind to yourself.
But I might have a different perspective to
Right.
this simply because I will only look for a girlfriend in my friend, which is very
Okay.
controversial.
Same.
Right?
It's not controversial.
Because a lot of people think, oh wait, but
I used to be like that.
correct. I always believe the best girlfriend is usually your friend.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because only a friend can be a good girlfriend because I obviously think that's the best way to go about it because
So is your girlfriend now?
Uh-huh.
Was she your friend before?
yeah, so my girlfriend is a really good friend of mine. So, because my only logic is how can you be in a relationship with someone who you don't even know on a friend level?
Right.
It has to be a friend,
Yes.
right? So, yeah.
I agree to that, and I agree that that's the right thing, right? And I used to be like that. I couldn't fathom the idea of having a girlfriend who was not my friend. Like, why would this random person be my girlfriend? I could not at all, right? So I always thought of like, not that I went around looking at my friends. This one has potential, not like that. But anyone that I was interested in ever, I always used to be my friends. Then you come to a point where you try to pursue that, and then shit goes down, and friendships get broken, etc., etc.
You're just a friend to me.
Coming back to the second part of the question, is it okay if the girlfriend is older or younger than me?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the age thing? Like for me, I don't know, some might be like, oh, age is not a thing, but for me, I'm okay with a girlfriend being younger than me, but a bit, if she's older than me, I don't know, I feel a bit...
Okay, younger than you, how young? Because legal
Not,
age.
Yeah, obviously legal age lah, but I think I'm good with anything within the... For me right now, around the 3 to 5 is fine. Around that is fine. 5 is still pushing it, but it's fine. I think the older you get, 5 it's not a big deal. Unless you're like 21 and she's like 16, then that's a big deal. But
we also have to come again. I'm trying to sucks to be the most. Sucks to be the practical person here.
Oh.
But again, always ask yourself: is this a relationship that I want to be in the long run?
Correct.
Right. So if that's the case, then for example, if you're 25 and you want to date someone who's like 18, for example,
that's the lowest you can go.
Right? Example. Then the problem will become where, okay, imagine if you want to be in it for the long run and you're like 28 and want to like settle down and get into a life, that pretty poor child is probably just
still figuring
21,
out life,
right? She's probably just gotten out of college and wanna like, so again, unfortunately you'll have that problem and then you'll have to break up and then
Correct.
Yeah.
As much as age doesn't matter, if you love someone, it's gonna work out. There's a lot of things that happens at the age of 21, between the age of 21 to 23, 24, it's a whole different phase from 24 to like 28, and then from 28 to 32. This might be like, it might sound like just side by side 24 or 25, but because you leave your university, you start working, and then the initial few years of working is like the most like you're not stable at all. These things have so much effect on your personal life, like how you view things, how much time you have, etc., etc. So if you guys are in two different phases of life, it's gonna be very hard.
like if you're a girl who's probably just 21, as I said, and if you're dating someone who's 28, asking that person, hey, watch out for dinner, or like let's go watch a movie, it's probably gonna be like not a big deal for the guy who's 28, who's probably on his career and wants to go and do stuff. So that it'll probably actually piss him off, because this is very like frivolous, if that's the right word. It's a very small thing for someone who's like that age.
Correct.
So that becomes a bit of a communication barrier.
What about you, Tash?
I personally wouldn't date anyone who's
Younger
than me, even 1 year younger than me. No.
Even if the person is mentally matured, is able to kind of like, have a conversation that's probably above his age.
No, I wouldn't. Even like, let's say I'm getting to know someone and I don't know the age and I fall in love with him, and then I get to know the age, I wouldn't.
Whoa! You'll fall out of the.
Fall out of the love.
You're 1991. No. Okay.
What? 1 year younger?
I wouldn't.
Wear diaper, you child.
Why
No,
though?
in my head it's just like
Like you would think like, oh, when I was
Something
Form
wrong
1, you were standard 6.
Your boyfriend has to be older than you lah.
Older,
Daddy material lah.
Choke me.
higher than
Just
at least 5, maximum 5 years older, not older.
Maximum.
There's no 5 years
I
older.
thought minimum. That's definitely daddy material. I'm like, this is some next level shit. Sumitra, have you ever dated anyone younger than you?
No, never.
Would
But
you?
again, why?
Why not? Look at all the young guys trying to date.
No,
you.
but you know why? Because I've always had this issue. Because I've always had a thing for I've always had a thing for not older women. I've always had a thing for women who are much more mature, right? And I usually find myself being attracted to someone who's probably mentally older,
Right.
or even, and that means usually they're older than me by age, and I'm fine with it because I think I can speak on that same mental maturity as them. But I always get turned down, and like they go like, you're younger than me. I'm like,
right.
I think
sorry.
the reason why I personally get turned off is because I want someone who is equally
Mature.
mature. Like I want somebody who has I don't want somebody who is immature
Right.
or somebody that I have to teach.
Yeah,
Like,
in my mind.
I don't want that in a partner.
Correct.
You know.
but that's why I say if that person is probably kind of works on your own maturity, is matured enough for you, but just that
They are younger.
he's just born to his like later than you. Like, is that the right word? Yeah.
So
I
think of it this
I
way.
have to be really sure then.
Yeah, think of it this way. Emotionally, they're mature. You really click with this person. The only thing is the technical
fact that his parents kind of had sex before, after your parents did. So unfortunately, he came in a bit later.
Yeah. So the only thing that is different is the age. That's it. Maturity wise, all okay. Sorry, I'm
I'm trying to lead you to that.
yeah. But yeah, well, how would you feel then?
Then I guess like there shouldn't be a problem.
Right.
I guess it shouldn't be a problem. But if it's
Younger guys, Sumitra is available.
I don't think. Anyway, here's this one thing that my mom told me quite a while back, right? See, my mom and my dad, they are like 8 years apart, which is too much, okay? But this is what my mom said.
As in your dad is older.
My dad is older, obviously. What my mom told me is when she said this, when you find a girl, make sure you find someone who's 2 or 3 years younger than you at least. Why she said that is because she said girls, okay, people who are the same age, right? When you compare a guy and a girl who are the same age, the girl is way more mature compared to the guy at that age. So she said that
regardless, girls are always mature.
Always mature, yeah. But when you compare to like a guy and a girl who's 21 and 21, the guy acts like 17, 18. The girl probably acts like 21, or there's always like this gap in maturity. So if you're a guy, you find a girl who's slightly younger than you, then you will be let's call this under matured, and she will be mature for her age. So you guys are on the same field, right? This is what my mom said. This is her advice, by the way. This might be old-fashioned, I don't know, but this is what she told me, and it sort of makes sense to me. Girls are way more mature than guys, so when there's a bit of age gap and the guy is a bit older, the maturity is the same, right? That's what my mom told me. Take that, what did you say, with a pinch of salt or whatever.
I feel like a lot of parents say the same thing,
right?
And I believe it's because it's easier to control or manipulate someone who is younger than you.
Oh, I did not think of that. Oh shit!
I mean that
you become the dominant person,
right?
Yes, it's easier to manipulate somebody who's 5 years younger than you.
Because traditional relationships tend to be like the man has to be the dominant one and wants to be the dominant one. Oh, we went to a whole other world.
How easy would it be to manipulate someone that is that much younger than you?
Well, again, it comes back. Okay, this is going to be serious, right?
But this is like our parents' generation,
right?
Yeah. So again, that's why I argue. I would take that as what Tanesh's mother said with a pinch of salt, because generation gaps, as we know it, has become smaller, right? So 18-year-old girls they know everything now about what's there, about safe sex or relationships, abuse, and they know.
Thanks to shows like this.
They know what is right and wrong and stuff. So I would never say an 18-year-old girl used to be like the 18-year-old girl that 45 years ago. She was much more mature. So yeah. So I think younger people, you can date young people who are younger than you. I definitely think you can date people who are older than you, because
it's up to your preference.
Up to your and the person you want to
but
get.
Remember, don't waste their time. So if you're in it, if you're dating someone who's older than you, remember that one day they'll be in a position where they need to get settled down. Are you ready for it?
Correct.
To take the leap and not say, oh, I need my time. Screw you, you and your time.
But please don't go more than 10 years. That's just too much. Just pushing it. Okay?
Hey guys, I really enjoyed answering all of your questions. Please ask us more. There's a link in the description, and please try and check out all the other episodes of Heart to Heart over here. I'm Sumitra. Bye.